I just want to ask, what what's the first thing you did right after you win the crown?
Well, first of all, I was brought into the backstage where they touched up my makeup and everything, but I still was very tired. So after that, we also had the after party, and so I could eat there. And then when I finally got to my room, I was disconnecting. I looked at, like, I had my crown with me the first night, so I had the crown on the shelf, and I was just looking at it, trying to process what just happened, because it was so surprising for me that I won Miss Germany after 33 years of not even placing all the time as a Miss Germany delegates in general. So it was just unbelievable, and sometimes it really began to sink in. And then I contacted my family, of course.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Jasmin. I'm Edge from Pageantology 101.
Hello, I know your page as well.
So we have an Instagram question here. What is the single most important thing you would like to accomplish as Miss International?
I pretty much already made history, so having my name on the Google search and having many results there really made me think, wow, I'm more famous now than I was before. So I felt really prideful in that, and also to be one of the big six or big three queens of Germany to have ever placed. That also makes me very humbled and appreciative of that fact. So one of the main things I also want to do is to actually inspire people through my journey, and also through all the things I'm doing and that I will still do. So yeah, that is one of the main things I believe.
Thank you so much, gorgeous.
Jasmin, welcome. And I'm Paolo from the Philippine Pageantry and Pageantry News International.
Oh, I know that page too. Hi, nice to meet you.
My question is, having been crowned as our Miss International 2022, how would you now define what is Miss International is both personally and professionally to young girls and aspiring candidates globally?
So, as I said earlier, I believe that a Miss International should be someone who is kind and approachable, and who is warm-heartedly, really from the bottom of their heart, approaching people. And of course, it is also someone who maintains international relationships and also encourages people to try other cultures' food. So that is something that I believe is something that really makes a Miss International a Miss International. It's kind of like a diplomat, I would say, but with less politics in it.
Go. Sorry. A dual view. Hello, Jasmin. Annyeonghaseyo, mabuhay. Sorry. Okay, so you do know that you're dating a Korean, right?
That's old news.
You're no longer together?
No.
Oh, so
Filipino men are the best also. Okay. Anyway, but on a scale of 1 to 10, you have traveled to this part of the world. How close is Asia in your heart? And what places in the Philippines would you like to explore?
So Asia, of course, is very, very close to my heart, because every time I came to Asia, I've been to Korea, Japan, and now Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Philippines. I have always been greeted with so much love and warmth by the people there. And it makes me feel really appreciated as a person. But I also can feel that it's genuine love and genuine kindness that I'm experiencing here. which Europe actually still lacks a bit of, to be honest. So coming to Asia really makes me always feel appreciated, and I want to give the same love back to the people here. So it also gives me a lot of energy and hope for the future.
Right, thank you.
Hi, Jasmin. It's Leo from Life and Style Center. Having said that, you have now the crown, all eyes on you. What can you say about those girls that maybe want to inspire or wanting to become like you?
So, as I said earlier, never giving up, being passionate about what you do, and also being consistent are, for me at least, the key ingredients that got me the crown in the end. But it also had to do a lot with my personality development. So when I became, well, before I became a pageant queen, I was bullied in school. I felt very insecure. I had a hard time loving myself. I even had depression for a few years. So I know what it's like to be in a bad place, and I don't want to return to that. So when I started beauty pageants, I was just looking for another hobby during the COVID times. And then luckily my training camp from Berlin found me, who are Filipinos. And then I kind of became more and more I started loving myself more because I found out about sides of me that I really wasn't aware of, even that these character traits or personality traits are lingering in me. And it gave me hope for myself and also made my life a lot more positive than it was before. So becoming a beauty queen is not just having a crown on your head, but also the personality and character development you go through while you are competing for a crown, for example. So that is why I say that kindness and the love and support to show one another and to cheer all women, but also cheer all people in general, is very important to me. So every time I see bad comments on the internet, for example, it makes me really genuinely sad, because there's just some things that shouldn't be said out loud, for example, or just some comments that you could actually spare yourself from. For example, I have been a victim of cyberbullying after I was crowned as well. So that was a hard time that made me second guess myself again, because I'm just a human, right? But in the end, I think that sometimes I also call comments out, which makes people surprised actually. And then they're like, "Oh, Queen, I didn't know you would respond." So it actually makes me think, like, if you wouldn't say the thing that you comment on the internet to someone in person, or know that that person will read your comment, why even comment that? And why even share this negativity on the internet? So, yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Charmy from Philippine Star. So my question is, how would you describe your Miss International journey so far?
It is a fountain of happiness and love. That's how I would describe it. So it's been almost 6 months now since I've been crowned, and I have been traveling a lot. I've been 7 weeks in total in Germany this year. So thinking of how many months I've already passed, I've only been less than 1.5 months at home. And but I'm really appreciative of it, because this is like currently the time of my life, and I really want to experience as much as possible and also influence as much people as possible with the positivity that I intend to share to the world.
Thank you. My second question is, what was your impression of the Philippines before you came?
That you're all very funny people. Good sense of humor, and of course also that you're very enthusiastic about beauty pageants. So I already kind of was hoping, like, okay, maybe they will influence me with their happiness and their positivity.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And from right across the room for our final question from Philippine Daily Inquirer.
Hi, Jasmin. Armin Adila from the Philippine Daily Inquirer.
Hello, you're so far away.
Yeah, I love you. Come close. I was there at the Tokyo Dome City Hall when you won got your crown. And right after you were crowned, you were thrust directly in front of the media to answer their questions. And
I was so tired.
Yeah, you were so
could
tired.
see it in the pictures.
At what point did the feeling sink in that you have already won?
Actually, it was months after. Like, I mean, of course you realize, okay, I won the title now. But it was really when I started doing my first media visits. So then it began to sink in that I'm Miss International now.
Just one more question. You have mentioned that you have Filipino trainers, but are there Filipino beauty queens that you look up to, you idolize?
Of course, Maureen Montaigne and also Catriona Gray, who I'm going to see soon. And that makes me really excited. So when I saw that she will be the host for Binibining Pilipinas, I was like, oh my God, I'm meeting my idol. On top of getting to check off that I finally can watch Binibining Pilipinas live.
Wow.
So I really hope that I get to take a picture with her, of course, and have some little bonding time as well. Because her "You're Never Denied but Only Redirected" sentence she said really inspired me back then.
Ang ganda ng crown.
Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jasmin Selberg.
Jasmin! Go Jasmin! 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 Jasmin!
Isa lang guys, ha? Isa lang.
So happy.
Isa lang guys.
Go Sir Hines! Sir Hines! Sir Hines! Sir Hines!
Alright, thank you very much. Now, you will all be given your time with Miss Selberg. And of course, nagpaalam tayo sa the one and only kasama po ni Miss Jasmin Selberg. Let's also welcome, he is the Chief of Staff of ICA. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all say hello to Mr. Stephen Diaz.
Stephen!
Hi, Stephen.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Moshi Moshi.
Moshi. Konnichiwa. Arigatou gozaimasu.
All right, first of all, Stephen, thank you rin for joining us. And kompletohin na natin yung picture. Tawagin na natin dito si Miss Irene Jose.
Yes! Ma'am Irene! Ma'am Irene! Chinir ng chinir.
Tawagin na rin natin si Miss Lulu Chua.
Ma'am Lulu!
Ang bumubuo ng marketing. Tawagin na rin natin ang bumubuo ng aming PR group. Samahan niyo na kami on stage para kasama si Jasmin.
Sir... Sir Leroy.
Uuna lang kami guys ha. Tapos,
Sure po.
sure po. Tayo pa naman. Ang tagal na natin itong ginagawa. Nakita ko yung mga tropa ko. Ang papayat pa natin.
Huwag nang ganon. Huwag nang ganon.
But through the years, it's just us pa rin. So I'm so happy.
Sir Ray. Sir Leroy.
Ayoko rin yun.
Sure. Hi, girl.
Wow! Thank you very much, guys. So, ima-manage po ni Mr. Ray ang pag-one-on-one, ang pag-conduct ng one-on-one interviews natin. And of course, pauulakan po tayo ng pagkakataon. They'll be giving us an opportunity to have our photo opportunities as well. So thank you very much, Ms. Jasmin Selberg, Mr. Stephen Diaz. Thank you very, very much. And guys, of course, thank you very much. And don't forget, the Grand Coronation Night happening on May 28th at the Smart Alameda Coliseum. Buy your tickets now!
Love you.
Salon and Backcoon.
Wala na.
And thank you to our service sponsors, Manila Bulletin, the official